Hi, there we all are. Hi, it's Kate Richbourg live from the San Francisco Gift Show. I hope everybody's doing well. So today what we're going to talk about is, hey Terry, today what we're going to talk about is, we're going to talk about what it takes to be a successful jewelry designer. We've got some successful jewelry designers all along this. Look how fun everybody's coming around. All right, there we go. Look at that. We're going to talk to some of my jewelry designer friends, and we're going to see what we see. So with me, you guys, right now, I have my friend Julie, who's a fantastic jewelry designer here, based in San Francisco, and I'm going to talk to her a little bit just about her jewelry life. So, all right, let's turn this way. Yeah. Julie, you're on. I'm actually going to film you. Is that okay? So you don't see it?
Sure.
It's live, you guys. Hey, Andrew. Okay, there's my friend Julie. There she is. Hi, Julie. Hi. Thanks so much for letting me put you on the spot.
Yeah, of course.
So talk to me a little bit about your jewelry designer life. Tell me, you have a website and you've been making jewelry.
I have a website. I'm fairly new at it. I've been doing it for about 3 years. And it's been a big, huge learning curve, and it's been really fun too, and it's also been really difficult.
So what are one of the things that you would tell people who are kind of just starting out as like creating their line? Right.
So I think the first thing that I would tell anybody probably is to have a schedule. I would write out your plan for the whole year, and it depends on also if you're an art jeweler or if you're selling to a market like at gift shows. Right,
at gift shows. So like a one-of-a-kind jeweler versus a mass market jeweler.
So me, I'm more mass market, and I would probably do 2 seasons, and I would just mark out everything you need to do, from finding materials, casting pieces, doing but there's also
all that
a lot
research
of
and development kind of.
Yeah, research and development. And I think the most important thing probably for any jewelry designer is probably communication. Super important. Communicating with all of your vendors. No one remembers you, so you have to be the one that says, "Hi, I'm Julie.
Yeah.
I have some new pieces to show you."
Right. So communicating with your customers.
Absolutely.
Constant.
And new customers and potential customers.
Right. And so, how long have you had your website? Was that something you did first?
Probably, I think it was about 2 years ago, yeah. And it's not updated because I work full time as well.
Right.
So.
Right. And so tell me, right, well, and you do, I've seen your jewelry, it's great. And you guys can see what Julie's wearing. I'm going to kind of
This is one of my first pieces.
Isn't that fantastic?
This is no longer oxidized, but it should be.
Let's see some hearts for this, you guys. Isn't that great? I know. Look at that.
Also some rings,
Right, well, this is live. And then there's the heart. And look at her fabulous necklace she's wearing there. Awesome. Looks great. And Julie, tell us your website address again.
JulieCristelloJewelry.com.
And you can see right there, Julie Cristello on her little tag right there. And you guys, I'm going to link Julie's website. Hello. I'm going to link Julie's website in the comments after this. And you can also find this on YouTube. Miss Julie, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Lovely talking to you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, you guys, we're going to keep on. Let's take a look right here. I'm going to flip down. Now, this is something I want to share with you here at the gift show. I'm in the booth with Hot Cakes Design. Doesn't that look fantastic? My friend Karamia is the owner and designer of Hot Cakes, and Karamia also has a fantastic store. I'm going to put a little shot of that. Doesn't it look great, you guys? Can you see that okay? There we go. Look at that. And you can go online and see her shop. Perfect. And I'm going to give you a scan of the booth, and then we're going to ask Karamia some questions, because, what I see, I know, doesn't it look great, you guys? What I see in Karamia's stuff is that it really has a beautiful, cohesive look. She has a plan, and she goes with it, right? And a style. And I'm just going to keep scanning so you guys can see it. This is all beautiful resin, vintage inspired jewelry. Isn't it great? Let me get a little bit of a close-up here. Look at those. Aren't they luscious? I know, right? Right? Let's see some love for that. Look at those. Look at that blue and green. I know! Can you stand it? Look at that. So nice. So I'm going to pan over to Miss Cara Mia, and she's going, Kate, what the hell are you doing? And I'm going to have Cara Mia. There she is.
Hello.
Let's put you behind that sign. I like the looks of that.
I love my sign.
Isn't that great? Her sign. So there is, isn't she great? I know she is, isn't she? I'm going to ask her a couple of questions about her line. So, Carmia, how long have you been a jewelry designer?
Since 2001.
2001.
Yes.
And did you settle on a look for your jewelry right away?
You know, it started off with images because I love to collage, and it was a little bit more modern. And we worked with acrylics, and then we worked with silver. And then when we discovered resin, we could get really large, so that was sort of the direction we chose to go in. It seems our customers seek us out for a large piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
And it's affordable.
Yeah, it is. It's a great price point, and it's so beautiful. So what is a piece of advice that you give a budding jewelry designer, having been in the business for, well, 14 years, 15 years now?
You know, I would say for new people, test your retail market. See if people like it before you ever do wholesale. I did retail for a while, and once stores started approaching me, then I investigated wholesale.
Right.
And now, you know, my wholesale business is the bigger part of my business, and we have a store.
Right.
But, you know, we sell maybe to 60 museums and, 100 stores, and we have our one little shop that we own that we can play around with.
Right.
So that's a lot.
And so do you have your workshop in your store as well?
Yeah,
Is it all
it's in
under
the
one
back.
roof?
Yeah.
So it makes it pretty easy.
So much easier.
Ish.
We separated it for about 3 years, and it was like a big mistake. So
Yeah.
It's nice because
Yeah.
you can customize anything you want for
Yeah.
people while they're standing there, and it takes 2 minutes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing. You've got a lot of hearts and a lot of love from everybody out
Thank you,
here.
everyone.
It was great. So thank you. It
Thank you,
looks so
Kate.
fabulous. All right, you guys. So I'm going to finish up here in the booth. Look at that. Isn't it great? And I do want to remind people, one of the things that I tell my students, or, that I tell my students or budding jewelry designers is of a look for your line, and start to really think about, what it is that your customers are going to react to, but have that cohesive look for your whole booth, your collateral materials, stuff like that, and people will start to equate that with you and your designs. Here, we're going to walk over. This is my buddy Linda, and I think that some of you will really, really resonate with her jewelry. There's Linda right over there. Linda's going to wave at us. There's Linda. And her company, you can see right back there, it's called My Mother's Buttons. And what Linda's done is she's taken a story by using vintage pieces. And I'm going to get up close and personal here. Take a look at these, you guys. These are vintage shoe buckles. Aren't they fantastic? You're getting a lot of love over here, Linda. And aren't they great? And she has these beautiful signs, but she's really taken something that she loves, which are vintage buttons and vintage kind of ephemera. Can you see that there? More vintage buttons like so. Can you see that? And so that was really one of her main loves that she loved to do. And look at these these are antique horse bridle rosettes. Aren't those great? So one of the things that Linda did was she kind of funneled her love into vintage and created her successful jewelry business right from that. So I think that's another great way to kind of make things really resonate with your customers, is start to use something or do something that resonates with you. We can see over there, we've got some of those pieces, and Linda's busy with some customers there. They're oohing and eyeing over her stuff, rightly so. So that's My Mother's Buttons. I'll link that over. Isn't it really unique? Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Bye. There she goes. Awesome. So we go. So I'm going to finish up at a place that's near and dear to my heart, and I'll admit a little bit of nepotism here. My friend Jessica at Jess Imports. And Jess Imports is some place that I work periodically doing some jewelry design for. And there she is in her booth right there. everybody. There, you look fantastic, Jesse. Beautiful. We've got some people shopping over there. So, I wanted to finish up by also talking about, you know, things that like Karamia said or like Julie said earlier. Is thanks for watching my sauna videos. I appreciate it. Things, you know, stay in touch, making sure about staying in touch with your customers. You can see we did a little sign. There's a light thing in front of it. But, you know, make sure that your customers can find you. Make sure that you have signage that's really, you know, really nice and clear and legible. And then also look how unique the display is here. Having an eye-catching display, you guys, and I know someone who was watching my friend Lorelei, you have fantastic display always with your pieces when you do a show. But this is also, I think, a pretty cool, nice, yes, layering and height. That's what Jesse said. Tell that one more time, Jesse. Jesse, put my book down. Jesse, you've come along. You have your design. Your whole booth display is really, really beautiful.
Thanks.
So one of your main things you love is layering.
Raising the tables, which I don't know if you talked about that.
Yeah, and can you see, you guys, how
it makes a big difference
down here?
Especially if you're selling small things and people don't have to bend down. These are bed risers from Bed Bath & Beyond, and they're $14, and they can hold up to 350 pounds. So
right, so bed risers, you guys, they can hold up to, and
here, or the totes themselves, which are even higher.
Let's take a look at a little secret here that Jessica does when she raises her tables. Jesse, would you show everybody here?
Behind the curtain.
Behind the curtain. Look at that, you guys. She also uses her totes to put the tables on, just like that.
And another good, easy display thing is drop cloths, because you can find them anywhere.
Right, so those are just drop cloths right from the
hardware store.
Right from the hardware store.
Has them for very inexpensive.
Awesome. And can you see?
And lighting for jewelry is obviously.
Right, so the lighting, and I don't want to glare this right into. Lorelei says hi. My mom says hi. Jessica says hi right back.
These are sort of obnoxious, but you need to. I mean, it's so important
to have really good, clear lighting.
For jewelry, obviously.
And can you see, Jesse, can you tell everybody what these trays are right here?
These trays, I got these at an antique show. These are printer from old printer numbers.
Yeah, vintage printer things.
Oh, I like this one too. So
yeah, can you see? So see how Jesse has her lockets?
See the numbers?
Right in there.
So making the display rich and interesting is 60%.
So see, look at how nice, you guys, look at how great that looks.
And flow, draw people in.
Yeah, the flow. This looks fantastic. And so I'm going to give you guys a last view here of the booth. I'm going to pull this a little further out. Look how great that looks. Thank you, Jesse. Looks fantastic. Thank you. All right, I'm going to turn the... Oh, it is. It's live. It's live. All right, you guys. It was great to see everybody this Friday. I hope I've given you some good tips. Let me get out of the light so you can see. But I hope you've gotten some good tips here at the San Francisco Gift Show. Just to reiterate, you can see me live every Friday. I Periscope about things that are on my jewelry bench, things that I'm doing that are jewelry related. You're welcome, Krista. Thanks so much for watching. You can go and follow me on Periscope. You can give me those hearts on Periscope so other people watch. You can find all things Kate Richbourg related at katerichbourg.com. And a quick plug, if you guys go over there, I have a brand new online class that I'm hosting on my website that starts next week. So I'd love to see you. Lorelei, it was great to see you. Hopefully I'll get to see you soon when I'm out on the East Coast. So everybody have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, be happy, and I'll talk to you guys soon.